Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Terrace Talk. Today we're going to continue on with what we've been doing in this series, in this time where we're wanting and searching for the baptism, the immersion of his Yahusha's spirit and fire. As John the Baptist had said, he baptizes in water, but one coming after me who is greater than me is going to baptize and immerse you in spirit and fire. We've been yearning for this for the last few weeks. Yahusha is guiding us. He's wanting us to be broken. We want him. We want to stay with him. We don't want to leave him or lose him. We want to wait on him. We hate what we are. We have to get through this. And this is a time of searching our hearts. We have to come to a wretchedness of self. Did you ever think that this is the way? This is the way to come? Most people in believers today, in churches, in the Christian world, all the different denominations, from the Mormons to the Jehovah's, to all the Nats from Messianic, all the Christian beliefs, they think that they get immersed and think that they know Yahusha and they know Jesus and they know who he is, who's the creator, and that they're right. They think, yeah, I'm right. I'm on the path. I go to church every Sunday. I do the Sabbath every Saturday. I'm right. I'm in there. We thought this too, until this truth came to us. To understand that we've been playing church, we've been deceived, we've been in fakery of religion, the religious mindset that's taken over the whole world and just put a blanket on every truth. But this blanket's been lifted, that rug's been lifted up and the truth's coming out. And we have to come to Yahusha, to know him, to find him, and be real. And we have to come to a wretchedness of self, the arrogance and the lust of the self, in an understanding of how Yahusha would feel looking down on us and seeing our behaviour towards him. How would he feel looking at our behaviour, our arrogance, who we think we are, who we have thought we are, that we have attained all this knowledge and this religious understanding. We know these scriptures. We've read the Bible 3-4 times. We've been over and over and we've lived in this and sat under seminars and teachings and having all the understandings. And this is religion. This is not his word. This is a dead shadow teaching. It's death to self. It's a way that Yahusha said he hates. This is a new teaching, brothers and sisters. Nobody has seen it or gone there. We have to humiliate ourselves to Yahusha, his will in every way. How embarrassing at this stage of our lives, how humiliating, how gross. But everyone is looking for this way out. And this is Yahusha's door. He wants us to go through this door. Everyone is looking for this way out, and nobody has seen this teaching, but it's come to us through Christopher. He brought this through and revealed about John's baptism in water, and Yahusha's baptism is far greater, and he came to give us the spirit and the fire. And I haven't got this yet, and I'm yearning for it. I'm searching and crying out to Yahusha. We have to come and be desperate. We have to come. The religious groups are all set up to stream the new believers into the wrong way. They're just drawing everyone into the wrong way, to their death, the death to take your life back to the old shadows. And when you find the new name of the Creator, Yahusha, They take you back to the old shadow teachings, to the Jewish teachings, to the Messianic, to the Nazarene teachings, and they won't let you go and be free. Everyone's looking for this way out, and this is the way out. Let's look at the Hebrew word beg. The word to search out by any method, specifically in worship or prayer. By implication, to strive after, ask, beg, beseech, desire, inquire, get, make, inquisition, procure, make, request, require, seek for. Is this important for you, for your life? This is a matter of life and death, brothers and sisters. These aren't just words. This is for your life. It also says to inquire, by implication to request, to demand, ask counsel on, find out, inquire, beg, borrow, lay to charge, consult, talk to those that know more, demand, talk to Yahusha, ask him, require, desire, earnestly, greet, obtain, leave, lend, pray, request, require, salute, straightly. In Acts 1:14, it said that all these were continuing with one mind, the women and Miriam, mother, and they were continuing in one mind. The disciples went to Jerusalem to the upper room, continuing with one mind in prayer and supplication. So this is what they were doing. They were praying in that upper room in prayer and supplication. The disciples were told to go and wait for the Helper, for the set-apart Spirit to come. And he will come. He will send his Spirit and fire. And they went and they prayed, and in supplication. And the Hebrew word for supplication's interesting. It says to be rubbed or worn, hence to be weak, sick, afflicted. They were in the upper room going through this, grieving, make sick, also to stroke, in flattering, entreat, beseech. Have you felt like this, to go this far to find Yahusha? To be grieved, grievous, infirmity, entreat, lay to, put to pain, pray, make prayer, be, fall, make sick, sore, be sorry, make suit, like a woman in travail, become weak and wounded. Supplication, be gracious. Even though you're going through all this, you still have to be gracious in your attitude. Going through in supplication, this takes time, and they were there for 10 days up in the upper room, to bend or stoop in kindness to an inferior. Your behaviour is important. While you're feeling dreadful inside, you still have to have this behaviour to stoop in kindness to an inferior, to give in to people, to give in to everyone. To favour, bestow, causively, to implore, that is to move to favour by petition. We're asking and supplication, to move to favour by petition. Is this how you're feeling towards your Creator? Beseech. Be, to find. Shew, favour, favourable, to deal, give, grant, graciously, entreat. Be merciful. Have, show mercy on, upon, have pity upon, pray, make supplication. To judge, officially or mentally, by extension, to intercede, pray, entreat, judgment, to make, pray, praying. So the scripture that I'm wanting to look into, after we've gone through begging and supplication, I'd like to have a look at what the disciples went through and why they went and was seeking Yahusha's Spirit and fire, waiting. So in Acts 1, verses 2 to 14. I'd just like to read through that because this gives us an account of what Yahusha told them. In verse 2 it says, until the day when he was taken up after giving instructions through the set-apart Spirit to the emissaries whom he had chosen, to whom he also presented himself alive after his suffering by many infallible proofs. He showed himself many times. For 40 days he was proving himself and turning up and talking to, encouraging them and showing them he did rise from the dead. He did overcome death. The proofs by being seen by them for 40 days, speaking concerning the reign of Yahuah. And meeting with them, he commanded them not to leave Jerusalem, but to wait for the promise of the Father, which you have heard from me. Because John truly immersed in water, but you shall be immersed in the set-apart Spirit not many days from now. So there it is, he's confirming that John truly immersed in water, but you shall be immersed, you shall be baptized in this Ruach HaKodesh not many days from now. So when they had come together, they asked him, saying, Master, would you at this time restore the rain to Israel? And he said to them, it is not for you to know times or seasons which the Father has put in his own authority, but you shall receive power when the set-apart Spirit has come upon you, and you shall be my witness in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth. And having said this, while they were looking up, he was taken up, and a cloud hid him from their sight. Yahusha, his last words were telling them, go to Jerusalem, wait there for my set-apart Spirit. I will send you a Spirit, and you will receive power when the set-apart Spirit has come on you. You received that power, brothers and sisters? That power that the disciples had? I haven't received it, but I'm begging and asking and going there and wanting to give up all myself to Yahusha so that he will trust me, proving myself to him. And as they were gazing into the sky as he went up, see, 2 men stood by them, dressed in white, who also said, Men of Galilee, why do you stand looking up into the sky? This same Yahusha who was taken up from you into the sky shall come in the same way as you saw him go into the sky. He's coming back the same way. Then they went back to Jerusalem from the Mount of Olives, which is near Jerusalem, a day's Sabbath journey. And when they came in, they went up into the upper room where they were staying, both Peter and James and John and Andrew, Philip and Thomas, Bartholomew, Matthew, Jake, son of Alphaeus and Simon Zealot, and Judas, the son of Jacob. Also, all these were continuing with one mind in prayer and supplication with the women and Miriam, the mother of Yahusha, and with his brothers. All these were continuing with one mind in prayer and supplication. That was what I was wanting to tell you, that they went back into Jerusalem and they were continuing in prayer and supplication. They were having this grieving time, this time of pouring out their hearts and cleaning out their hearts and begging and crying out and going through all the things that we've been going through in the last few weeks, realizing ourselves and our arrogance and the lusts that we've let in of the flesh, of all the different mindsets that we've had that stopping us from doing Yahusha's will and being true to him. So when that promise comes, we will know it. Isn't that exciting, brothers and sisters? We need to go there. We need to feel this understanding and know that this is something new that no one is talking about. People don't think they have to go through this grueling trial and test to be real, because the flesh is so inflicted with evil and corruption. We need that deliverance. We need to come out and be delivered, and only Yahusha can do that. And this is our deliverance. Having escaped the corruption of the world, Yahusha's mighty like power has given to us all we need for life and reverence, to be straightforward and receive the Yahuah-like mindset. To this add knowledge, add self-control, add endurance, affection, and love. This is the entrance to the door of Yahusha's everlasting reign. This is where we need to go. We need the immersion of his spirit and fire, brothers and sisters, to get that snap in our hearts where we can feel and hear and experience Yahusha's power of fire. And only we will know. It's a personal experience. The sign in our behaviour will be seen in enthusiasm, in courage, in loving behaviour, in our strength and power and joy, and the anointing will be obvious because we will be so real and true and loving. This is a real and a serious time to either choose this truth or not. We don't have much time left. This is where we're going. So brothers and sisters, make this choice now, because it's true and it's real, and Yahusha is knocking at your door, wanting to come in, but he needs you to be real and to be broken for him, to give in to him in every way. You can see the wretchedness of self and your arrogance. I can see mine, and that's what needs to go. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again. Bye.